Howdy Toasters, hopefully you guys are doing good, and thank you for tuning in. I know it's Monday, the day's long, it's tough, but you gotta get through it because you gotta get through the rest of the week. And, you know, have you ever, done tedious chores, as you might see, unfolded wash? I hate folding wash. I don't mind doing it, but I hate folding it. I'm just not really good, I guess. But I hated doing it when I was younger, and I would always think about things to get me through either the day or these tedious chores. And while I was thinking about the past and life, I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta sit down and record this because it's been a while since I've done a hashtag regrets with you guys. And I just love doing this series because I can get that one-on-one kind of conversation with you guys and see what you say in the comments below about maybe you had a relatable experience or maybe you have other regrets that you like to share because, hey, it's fun sharing, life experiences with others because sometimes you can learn from someone else and they can learn from you. And I love that. And that's why I like this series just in general. But this one's a little bit different. It's not about any relationships or anything like that. It's sexual things or whatever. Because that's where the other ones were. This time it's called Famous Last Words. And even though it's a band I like, it's the name of a band. It's something that really has internally made me change as a person because you have these famous last words and sometimes you're not even saying anything and it's the last time you're seeing that person. And I'm starting off right now saying I don't want any comments giving me sympathy or RIP, I'm so sorry about your dad and all this stuff. I'd rather have you say, Toast, go kill yourself, die in a hole, you suck, than have a comment saying, I'm sorry for your loss. It's been a long time. Just get over it. But the thing is, I learned a lot from losing people in my life, from going through certain experiences, and me hopefully sharing this today, the famous last words of what I never said to my dad before he passed, is what I hope you guys can take and say to maybe your siblings or your friends or your family and not hold back because you're too embarrassed or too shy or you don't know. You just gotta go for it. But basically, it's not like my dad and I didn't have a close relationship at all. I think it was just the whole what every teenager goes through at my age at that time. And I wish I wasn't like that. But after obviously the loss, after you lose somebody, suddenly you realize, what you've lost. And this happens in relationships as well. You don't know what you have until it's gone kind of scenario. And for me, the last time I saw my dad was on a Father's Day. And, we hugged and stuff like that. But I wish I just told him, thank you for inspiring me to be a better person, for getting me outside of the house and doing sports and taking me on adventures and going hiking, trips around the world. It's something that I never got to say to him. You'd always say, oh, thank you for making dinner. Thank you for the present on my birthday. Because, it's what they do. It's their job. When you're a parent, that's your job. And I never just went outside of the box to say thank you or I love you for these certain things. And once he was gone, I was like, well, yay, I get to talk to some clouds because they're totally listening. People always say, yeah, they're looking down on you. And I'm not saying I don't believe in that because there's been some weird experiences in my life where I believe that somebody is looking down on me, doing something. But that's not a guaranteed thing. So I don't know about that. I'm just saying I wish I was able to say that to him in person instead of the million times I've said it, into the sky or praying at night, thinking that it's going to get me through the next day kind of thing. And I want for you guys to take from this whole thing is go up to your family and say, hey, I love you, because I just want to say it because I do. And you have no idea how much impact that will have on them. Because if you have ever lost someone in your life and you talk to somebody else who's kind of older, wiser, and they say, you you better be treating, who you have left with respect and love and just some passion. You better do that because you don't know when they're going to be gone. And honestly, it didn't hit me for a very long time after I lost my dad. It did not hit me. I didn't get what was happening and what I missed out on saying to him. And the famous last words, in my case, were no last words. There was no last words. I didn't have any time to say anything. And it sucks because now, at least now I can say and I don't even do it enough, and I should be. And now I'm just kind of preaching to the choir because I'm not following my own advice. And I feel like a lot of people do that. I always tell people all this great advice that I never follow. And I guess that's a regret on its own. But I never said anything to my dad that was outside of the ordinary. And he did so much for me that I'll carry all the way to the day I die. And hopefully, I can teach my kids and people, hopefully maybe you guys, to not do what I did. And I know it's tough, especially if you're in the demographic of, 10 to 18. I mean, that's the gap in time where you just don't care about anything but yourself. And I'm just saying, don't do it. Don't do it. Go up to your mom, go up to your pa, grandpa, grandma, aunt, uncle, step, whatever. Just say, hey, I appreciate everything you've done. You have no idea what it will do to them. You have no idea. And if you do that, you have the upper leg to say, ha, remember that time I said I loved you? Now buy me this ice cream. I don't know. But you could. I mean, that's kind of messed up, but you definitely could. And it actually make the relationship totally better. So they'll be cool with you and you'll be cool with them. And then it'll be like, hey, we appreciate each other. Hell yeah. Bam. And that's what I've done with my mom. I was even more distant from my mom. I'm already distant from my family because I was adopted, I was adopted and you're not my real family. That's the worst. And when we got in fights, that was the biggest thing. Be like, you're not my real parents. Don't yell at me. You can't tell me what to do. So I was already disconnected from the beginning, from the womb. From the womb I was not from. But yeah, now I feel so much closer with my mom because I'll just say one day, hey, I love you. And it makes you feel good. It's almost like when you give to charity. It makes you feel so good to give to charity. And you just go through that whole day thinking, hey, I helped at least one person today. And maybe you've changed their lives. And that is something huge. And I don't know where this whole commentary is going. But basically, I regret not saying anything. And I've done it multiple times. So it's not only, it's the one where I didn't say it to my dad. I didn't say anything to my dad that has impacted me the most. But I've done this with other people too. And now I'm living life through every day. Every day, say what's on your mind. Say what's on your mind. Be honest. Say what you mean because you're going to regret not saying certain things and doing something and wondering where it could have led to. So every time I meet someone new, I make sure I am straight up with them, honest, and tell them how I see it. That's what you got to do. You cannot, beat around the bush. It's kind of like a weird, I never like that statement because it kind of gives me weird images. But just don't do that. Just go straight forward. Toasters, I know I kind of was everywhere in this, but I guess that's where my mind is right now. I'm just jumping around, all these crazy ideas going on, but it's getting me through the day. Hopefully this little commentary got you through a section of your day and maybe you can think about things. And hopefully you go up to your family, friends, anyone you really care about and say, hey, I really appreciate you, because doing that, you will never regret anything. And I feel like now I have to call up everybody and hit everybody on Facebook right now. poke them. I gotta poke everybody on Facebook right now and appreciate their presence. Oh gosh. Okay, Toasters, I have a lot of busy work to do, and I thank you guys so much for tuning in this video. Hopefully you enjoyed and want to see more of these series. Leave a like, leave a love, or a hug, whatever you prefer, and definitely leave a comment of experiences that you might have regretted or that you might have been relatable on this topic with me. And just thank you guys so much. I'll see you next time. Peace out. Shake 'em and bake 'em. Howdy Toasters, thank you so much for tuning in. If you enjoyed the video, definitely leave a like. It helps out the channel immensely. Also, if you're new here, click subscribe for new uploads every week. The latest one is right here for you to check out. God!
They're gonna start moving.
Something just popped up in my face. Dude, it's coming after you! Ah! Dude, who is that? And if you haven't already, check out our apparel. It's all on sale, so click the link down in the description below. Grab some swag. I want to see you guys repping the So Close to Toast apparel, baby. And if you're enjoying the tune in the background, click the link right here for the download. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out. Shake 'em and bake 'em.